Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. It's G Money. We're back here with another review. So recently I did all the countries I've been to before 2026 and a tier list, and now I'm going to rank all the states that I've been to and the territories I've been to from the United States, where I'm from, that I've been to before 2026. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now I do want to say I have only been to 16 territories slash countries, and I would love to go to more. I am going to more this year actually, which I didn't say in my last video, but I'm going to the Dominican Republic this year, I'm going to Japan this year, and potentially Austria and back to Italy and Indonesia and Germany, which is a lot, but they're all very spaced out. Some of them are for longer periods, like over a week or 2 weeks. Some of them are very short, just for like 3 or 4 days, for different events. One of them's a wedding, and one of them's a birthday thing. So, not to say I don't have like a bajillion bucks and I can just travel all over the world, but without further ado, let's continue this. And I would love to go to all of the U.S. states one day and rank them then. I'm still not there yet, obviously, and I have only been to 16 states slash territories. I've been to 14 states, and then I've been to Puerto Rico and DC. So we're gonna rank them. This is not gonna be like my countries video where I rank it from least to worst. This one we're kind of just gonna rank them and go about, and then I'll kind of give you my ranking, because this one's a lot harder to rank, as some of them I haven't been to since I was very, very young, and I just don't remember anything about them, compared to where my abroad countries video I did remember a lot about them. So let's start. I have been to Alabama. It's going straight in the D. No, we'll put it in C. So we used to have a lake house in Alabama that we would go to all the time over the summers. Super fun. We'd go, tubing out there, which I love tubing, and like riding jet skis and stuff. I'm not a big fisher, but we did go fishing when we were younger out there. We also went to Wild Adventures one time there, but I just don't remember it like at all. So all I remember of Alabama is just going as a kid to the lake house and it being full of spiders, like not inside the house, but there would be spider webs everywhere outside. And we were like in a mountain down to the lake, so like there's a long trail down, there's just spiders everywhere. And I'm an arachnophobe. I freaking hate spiders. Fuck spiders. So Alabama's going to the sea for now, but maybe if I go back and visit one day, it would rise up. I've also been to Arkansas. I went when I was 5. I do not remember a single thing there other than going to the zoo. And there were platypuses there, but I took so long staring at other animals that I didn't get to see them. So only bitter memories. But I would like to go back one day and experience that. I went to Little Rock because my grandma was in the hospital there. I really don't remember much else from it. So moving on. California, let's go straight into the S tier. A lot of people might disagree because California is too, politically divided or whatnot, or there's too much, fake or Hollywood going on there. I've only been to LA. Excuse me. I went 2 summers ago with my family. I loved it. I had a great time. Went to Warner Brothers, toured the studios. It was super cool. Went to the Universal there, which doesn't even hold a candle to the Universal in Florida. The Universal here in Florida is way better. But it was super cool. Like we rented a Lambo, a Urus. It was all black and gold, which was pretty tough. I got to try, Wayback Burger, or no. I got to try In-N-Out, I think, and it was really good. It's overrated. It's a little hyped up, but it was really good, and it felt way healthier to eat than like McDonald's or Burger King or any of these other shitty fast food places. Um, and we went to the beach. We drove around. My dad grew up in LA until like near the end of middle school. So we got to see, where he was from. We got to see where the ET house was shot and the Poltergeist house. And it was just like such a cool experience to just drive around LA. We got to walk down Hollywood, see all the stars, see the sign, go to all these film studios. California is a bit expensive, but it was great. We also tried Nobu for the first time, and it was just like life changing. The shit was amazing. I have gone to Nobu a couple times since in other states, and it has been as good as the one in California. But it was really cool. We also saw like a bunch of people. We saw like Kelsey Grammer from Transformers. We also saw David Spade. It was just a cool experience. And we went to Rodeo Drive. Obviously, we didn't like ball out because my family's not like that. But it was cool to see everything. And I did get some Cartier glasses, which absolutely annihilated my bank account. That I split with my dad. But I mean, I loved California. It was great. Beautiful place, beautiful pictures. We saw the Kobe Bryant statue, which was cool. Rest in peace, Kobe. And I loved it. I would love to go back. I would love to go to San Fran. I would love to see, the Golden Gate Bridge. I would love to see the redwoods and the sequoia trees in the north. I would love to go to the sand dunes and the national parks there. I just love to go back and see it. It was super cool, super fun. I will say there's a lot of homeless people, and a lot of the restaurants don't let you use the bathroom unless you pay, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, other than that, it was just cool. I loved it. Moving on, Florida. It's the best state. Yeah, we're our own country. I'm from Florida. We have Disney World, we have Universal Studios, we have the best Universal and the best Disney in the whole world, way better than California. We have Miami Beach is like a huge international hub, as well as Orlando. Florida has the most beautiful beaches and the softest sand beaches I've ever been to, and I've been to beaches in Mexico, Italy, Spain, Greece, Hawaii, Croatia, Malta, upon other countries and territories, and none of them have been better, more beautiful, and as safe and fun as Florida beaches. This may be biased from my part. I don't believe so, but I love Florida, bro. Enough said. There's nothing. Come on, we're just our own state. You can watch videos upon videos on how different our state is and how people fight alligators and do a bunch of stupid shit in the Everglades, and I don't even know. We're just a comical state. You just look at Florida and you're like, yeah, they're kind of fucking weird, but at least they're funny and, cool and shit, right? We got country hillbilly people. We got fucking cities that look like empires on the water, Miami and Tampa. And then we have our capital, which is very boring, very lame, and also where I lived for 4 years, Tallahassee, which it's very dirty, it's very boring, it's very lame, other than going out, which I don't necessarily love. But Florida's just the best, man. And there's Panama City, 38, Pensacola. That whole Panama City 38 area is very beautiful, very nice. Jacksonville's super nice as well. That whole, East Coast is very nice, very great. You can swim with manatees in South Florida. It's just great. It's great. Beautiful, beautiful state. My favorite state, always. Georgia. I'm gonna put Georgia in A tier. I've yet to go to Savannah, which I really want to go to, but I've been to Atlanta many, many, many times. And I love Atlanta. Some people may say it's ghetto and scary. I personally really like Atlanta. I don't think it's ghetto or scary. And there's the Coke Factory, which is cool. I've been to, what's it called there? Snowy Mountain, Rocky Mountain, something like that. I've been there before. Super nice, super cool when I was a kid. I feel like there used to be a theme park there that I went to as a kid. I don't remember. But come on, bro. It has the Atlanta Aquarium. It's the best aquarium in the world. I'm a sucker for biology, zoology, marine biology, animals. I fucking love animals and looking at them, and I would love to work with them and take care of them. And yeah, like, I mean, Georgia's great, bruh. And it's not super country folk like, Alabama and the Panhandle of Florida. So, moving on, Hawaii, S tier. Hawaii's goated. I mean, come on, you can swim with dolphins. Like, the islands are beautiful. Like, the ocean's beautiful. You can see whales. Like, I mean, I don't even know. You can probably go like skydiving. Like, you can just do fucking everything in Hawaii. It's beautiful. I went when I was 10 for my dad's birthday. And, like, come on, guys. Hawaii's just great. Like, everyone there's super hot, too. All the, like, surfer girls and shit like that. And, like, everyone thought my sister was a local. So we had, like, Asian people trying to take pictures with my sister. Thinking she's, like, a local Samoan girl. Because, like, I don't know. You can't really tell. But, like, I mean, we're, like, kind of brown, I mean, I look like fucking every race except white and black, pretty much. I could be in all the above. I could be Samoan, Asian, Hispanic, Indian, Middle Eastern, like, you fucking name it, I could be it. But I'm not all of them, some of them. Anyways, Hawaii's goated. I haven't been since I was 10. I'd love to go back and see other islands. I know we went to Honolulu. We went to Honolulu. And one other, Malawi, yeah, some shit like that. I don't know, but I'd love to go back one day. I want to see the black beaches. We didn't get to see those. That'd be super cool. Anyways, moving on. Illinois, we're gonna put in B tier. I've been to Chicago. My family went to Chicago a few years ago. I'm not gonna lie, I remember two things from Chicago. I remember one is we took pictures of the Bean, and two is we had pizza, and I was like, it's good, but it's not the best pizza I've ever had. And that's all I remember, which is why I'm just gonna leave it in the middle at B, because I have no bad memories, and the memories I do have are like chill, they're okay, not like fond, but I would like to go back one day and see. Next, we have Louisiana, A tier. Louisiana's kind of dirty, it's kind of gross, it's kind of swampy, but I have been to New Orleans 3 times in the last 2 years. I went for Mardi Gras last year, which was super sick, super fun, I had a great time. And I've gone for 2 trips with my fraternity, and I mean, I love it. Just going out in New Orleans, Bourbon Street is just so fun. It's so fun. And I don't even love going out, and I love to go out on Bourbon Street. It's just fun. It's just another type of going out. You're out until 6 in the morning, and it doesn't feel like you're tired and you want to end the night early, like going out in some other places. So it's just fun. Everyone has a good time, and honestly, you don't waste the day away. Like, you're out until 6, 7, 8 in the morning. And honestly, you're up and at it by like noon again. Like, you're getting brunch and hanging out with your friends. Like, it's just super fun. It's a great place for young people. I'd recommend it if you haven't been. Next, we're gonna put Massachusetts. So same thing as Chicago. I've been to Boston with my family. We went. I don't even remember how old I was. I couldn't begin to tell you when this was in my life. I want to say it was in middle school, but honestly could have been elementary school. I have no idea. We went to Boston. All I remember is a lot of lobster stuff, and it was kind of old-timey, and we rode a bus around the city. And that's all I can remember. So I'm just gonna keep it at B. It's straight in the middle, no bad memories, no great memories. I just know I've been, but I would love to go back to Boston and try and remember it and seriously check it out. Moving on, New York. So I'm also gonna put New York at B, but I'm gonna put it here. So New York is where I want to end up. It's where I want to live. It is, like the city of dreams. But I've only been once. I went when I was 11 or 12 with my family and one of our families from home, family friends, and I got lost twice. I got lost twice as a kid, and I cried, of course, because I was lost in New York by myself. It was like Thanksgiving time, so it was fucking freezing, and it was dark as fuck. And there's a billion people running around in New York. But I was a smart kid. I went to a police officer. I was like, I'm lost. I told them my hotel. They were about to get me a ride back with another police officer, and then my dad found me. And then I got lost a second time, the same night. However, this time, they were right across the street, and they saw me and were like, Garrett, get the fuck over here. But anyways, I got highly distracted in New York. There's just stuff everywhere you look. It had the biggest stores I've ever been to. Like, back at the time, I was playing Skylanders, and there was like a fucking 4-story Toys R Us that had Skylanders for days, like any Skylander you could think of, and like Pokemon cards and shit like that too. But it's just a beautiful city. We went to Times Square, Madison Square Garden. We saw the Statue of Liberty, which was super sick. I do have a lot of good memories from there as well. We went to Ripley's, believe it or not, and we have some of the funniest videos we've ever taken of my family, like interacting with things in Ripley's, and like there being like this thing that records you, and you see it at the end, where you like look in the mirror and trying to do these tongue things around the mirror, like blah, 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 which was just stupid, but it's funny. We went to the wax museums. There's pictures of like my whole family with wax figures, and my sister and I are like yay big. So I do have a lot of great memories, even though I got lost twice and got really scared. For a long time, I hated New York. I was like, I'll never go back. And I haven't been back since, but I would love to go back. It's a place I want to move because I feel like it will propel me forward in my dreams. But we'll see. Hopefully I make it there one day. But I will say, however, I do want to settle and have a family in Florida. I don't want to live in New York forever. New York's like a 5 to 7 to 10 year type of thing, like latest mid-30s. Obviously, I'd like to have a kid before then, so maybe a little earlier. We'll come back to Florida, but we'll see. Moving on. The next state, actually, this one is a territory, which is PR, Puerto Rico, and this is an S. And I'm not going to say too much about it. I've been to Puerto Rico 3 times. I went once last year. I also went once the year before. And then I went once when I was in like middle or high school with my family. And the second and third time I went with some of my best friends. I just love Puerto Rico. It's so close. It's like a 4-hour flight maybe from Orlando. It's just super fun. I mean, just beautiful beaches, kind people, for the most part. I don't know, definitely watch out sometimes. When we were there, actually, over this last Christmas break, an American got shot and killed, which is really scary and sad. Or like, I guess Puerto Ricans are Americans too, but like an American from the mainland who was like a very white American guy got killed. He got shot, which is really scary. Obviously, I hope that doesn't happen to us or anyone else ever again. But I mean, Puerto Rico is beautiful. It's super culturally endearing. The people are super fun. Like, I went to Mocha in Aguadilla this past Christmas break. Super welcoming, super fun. They bring you in, you dance with them, you party with them. They give you food, like you're part of their family. It's just, they're super hospitable people. And I love it, and I will go back 1,000% with my friends. It's a place I'll probably always visit. I fucking love Puerto Rico. But again, no place like home, which is why Florida will always reign supreme. Next, we have Texas, which I'm going to put in D. Now, I have to put this last because I went when I was 2. My parents took me when I was a fucking baby. And I remember none of it. Absolutely zero. I've seen pictures from it. They took me to like NASA or whatever, bunch of space shit, the zoo and whatever, but I was baby, bro. I don't remember any of it. So I would like to go back obviously one day, but I can't rate it fairly right now. Moving on, Tennessee, which I should put before Texas. Tennessee, we're gonna put an A. And we're gonna leave it right there. So I've been to Tennessee twice. I went 2 summers ago, which, if you've heard by now, that's also when I went to LA and Puerto Rico for the second time. So I was traveling all summer that summer, and last summer because I went abroad. most of my summers are spent traveling. But I went to Tennessee twice. I went with my best friends from home, my friend group. 2 summers ago, we did a boys' trip to Tennessee. We went to Gatlinburg for like four or 5 days. We rented a B&B, a super fun B&B, had arcade games, billiards, hot tub. We all got beers and chilled in the hot tub at the end of the day. And we spent the rest of the days, hiking. We did putt-putt in the fucking mountains, which were super sick, or mini golf if you don't call it putt-putt. We went hiking in the mountains, which was super fun. We went up to this waterfall, took a bunch of pictures with the boys. Super fun experience. We went to this old, like, retro 90s diner, or like 80s, whatever the fuck that era was. Super fun. They were coming to us on roller skates, give us these big-ass milkshakes, big-ass burgers. Super fun, super cool experience. I absolutely loved Tennessee the first time. And the second time I went was last year in February. 2025, February 2025. And I went skiing for the second time ever. The first time I went skiing, you'll hear on state later in this list, and I hated it. But this time I went as a 21-year-old man, and I loved it. I mean, we were taking fireball shooters on the slopes, and going down the slopes. Like, we weren't hammered or anything. No, I don't condone anything dangerous, obviously. But it was super fun. We went skiing again. I loved it. I'm like absolutely dog shit at skiing, but I would love to go again in Tennessee or anywhere, and it was super fun. And I would love to find myself back in Tennessee and check out more of the state. But I loved it both times, and I would love to go back. And funny enough, our next state, we're gonna put here, and we're gonna move it up to here, Utah. First time I ever went skiing. I believe I was 12. I was in 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. I think I was in 6th grade. I don't know, 6th or 7th grade. No pun intended. We went skiing in Utah, in Salt Lake City, and I hated it. Like, I almost fell off a mountain, and I was crying and shit because I was a little baby bitch and whatever. But yeah, no, it was not fun. But I do remember I was playing Pokemon X and Y on my DS, or my 3DS. And how if you're in different parts of the country, you get different color Vivian, so it was pretty sick. I got a new color. Not in Florida, but don't have fond memories of Utah, but I would like to go back one day. It was also crazy because my family was there with another family, and then we ran into 3 or 4 other families that we knew. We all just went out to dinner together, which was really cool because there's a bunch of kids my age. We all had dinner and stuff. Next. So, I have been to Virginia, and it is also going to go here because I just remember none of it. We were there on our way to DC, and I couldn't tell you what we did there, but we were there. And pretty sure our hotel was actually in Virginia, and I think we drove into DC. But I don't remember anything about Virginia, so I'll have to go back one day. Next, we have DC, and we're gonna put it here. And honestly, DC's gotta be one of the more boring, DC's gotta be one of the more boring capitals, as far as the world goes. It's cool to see the White House and all these, the Lincoln Memorial and the Smithsonian and all this, ancient historical stuff that's important to our country. But it's definitely kind of boring. I don't know how it is for other countries, but in America, American history is just drilled and drilled and drilled and drilled into us from the moment we start school, which is not a bad thing. It's good that we know, our heritage and our history. But man, do I have to say that it is not a place I would want to live, and it's also quite boring. And I don't know if I will ever find myself back in Washington, D.C. But if I do, I hope it's more inspiring and entertaining than it was when I was a kid. It's cool again to take pictures from the White House and stuff, and like my family and I have pictures from there, but it's just all right. Also, another thing I forgot to say about Hawaii is we toured a submarine, and my family has this picture of my father, my mother, my sister, my grandfather, and I, and we're like in a submarine, and it's like on the square picture front cover of a newspaper, and then it's like Hawaii Gazette or Honolulu Gazette. The Lion family's in a submarine during war or some shit like that. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But anyways, that is my ranking of all the states I've been to before 2026. As I said earlier, I'm going to some other countries later this year, which means I will also rank them later on. As far as America goes, I don't know if I will be traveling to any of these other states later this year. But I would like to try to. I do believe I will be going to a wedding in South Carolina in October, potentially. But I also want to go to Oktoberfest in Germany with my friends. So this is not a person I'm super close to in the wedding. It's like one of my mom's friends' kids from like Ohio or something, so I don't even know her. But it'd just be cool to get, out of Florida and go on a trip to South Carolina or whatever. But I'd obviously rather go to Germany. But other than South Carolina, I don't know if I'll be going to any other states soon. But I would like to go to all of them eventually. I have cousins and family in Kentucky and Iowa. So maybe I'll go to those eventually. And my mom really wants to go to Colorado. And I would love to see the Grand Canyon. I'd love to check out Alaska. One of my friends is actually interning in Kodiak right now, which is pretty tough. She's doing good up there. But yeah, and obviously I'd love to go to Vegas one day. But without further ado, this is my ranking of states I've been to. G Money out. Thanks for watching.